Okay, we should finally be live. I apologize for the late start, but you will see why in approximately 10 minutes. It'll make sense soon. But we are finally here. Just going to get this ready in Discord, and then we can start. Alright, boom. We should be good to go. What's good, Jax? Welcome in. Let's not act like it took 5 years. Oh, I know. What's good, Pokemon? Welcome in. Okay, so according to the poll, obviously the voting is a little bit different. The two games we will watch today will be Colts Chiefs 1, and then Bulldogs Thunderbirds in Week 4. For Week 2, the Simcast Game of the Week was a tie between the Jags Titans and Chiefs Ravens. But since we're already watching the Chiefs, I think we should simcast the other game, Jags and Titans. And then Week 3, the game we'll be simcasting is the Chiefs and Diablos. Wow, people really want to see the Chiefs. Jeez. But yeah, let's have Siri pick our user. Siri, give me a whole number between 1 and 2. Siri selected 1, so we will use it for Colts. I don't think Apple is here. But if he is here within the next 30 seconds, I guess he can pick his jerseys. This is the Colts' first game since, well, you know what happened. The Chiefs had a very big offseason. They added Chase Young and Henry Ruggs, two of the highest-rated free agents in the entire class. So it's going to be really interesting to see what the Chiefs look like now. Scooter has weapons, okay? There's no more excuses for the Kansas City Chiefs to not do well. And for the sake of the Discord sanity, maybe we don't want them to do too well, but this Chiefs team is the strongest they've ever been. So if someone's going to beat us in the division this year, it's going to be the Chiefs, because the Chargers aren't particularly good. Or at least I don't think they will be. And then the Raiders are not particularly good either. So I think the Chiefs have a legit shot of being quite good. And then, obviously, the Colts, they were the 1 seed last year. Everyone thought they were going to make the OFL Bowl. But then you all know what happened. I don't have to explain it. But I'm excited to see my guy Eddie Small again. I missed him. Still feel like you have holes on your roster, even though you don't. I would say your roster is very complete. It's just a matter of what Mr. Riley Painter is going to do. Oh, man, why are you watching me, man? Well, that's what the people wanted. This game got 8 votes. So, people wanted to see the Colts. All 3 Week 1 games were quite good. Obviously, the Caps-Cardinals, that's probably, in my opinion, the best game of the week. Because, you know, we get to look at the Cardinals. We get to see RH3 and Joe Smirnoff make their debut. We get to see the defending NFC champion Caps. Could have also seen the defending OFL Bowl champion Cougars against the new-look Bills. But I think these are 2 of the most interesting teams in the league, so I don't mind this game either. That's why I put it on the poll. Why do people want to see a worse Colts? I mean, this team did just go, what, like 11-5 last year? And they're not that much different. For the most part, it's a similar roster. So, although you guys didn't have massive improvements like the Chiefs roster was way worse to begin with. How are you guys? I am doing good. We love you, Octi. I appreciate it, Chief. And welcome in, by the way, Ian. 3rd and 9. It's our first yeet of the season, and it is caught inbounds. Eddie Small with a dot. I don't think he was in. That was a good throw regardless. You love to see Eddie making plays, but So what's this surprise? So I guess I might as well reveal it now because you guys are going to see it pretty soon. So it doesn't necessarily have to do with the stream itself, but I decided to do like an OFL promo video for the main channel. It's not like some exciting video. Okay, they are going to challenge it. But I do think it'll be a good way to get new people into the league. And I wanted to upload it during like the start of the stream. He didn't get either feed inbounds. But I wanted to upload it at the start of the stream just so like people could like come into the stream and see what it was all about. I mean, hopefully we can get a few new people this way. And I figured this would be good timing, A, because as I just said, we're streaming now. And obviously with Madden just coming out, I've gotten a lot of new viewers who like football within the past week. So I would imagine a few would probably enjoy this. Wow, EA made the correct call. I don't know how they could have thought that was inbounds to begin with. He didn't even get 1 foot in, let alone both. But here's the Kansas City offense. It's a big prove-it year for Scooter Young Jr. and company. Scooter has played quite well the past 2 seasons as Kansas City's starting quarterback. And now he has more weapons than ever and really more pressure on him than ever. Chiefs now have it past for 50. They're starting to move it. I wonder what Henry Ruggs is going to do today, and I wonder how the other Chiefs receivers are going to do. Because Joey Fox, who's been their slot guy, he's now wide receiver 4. So he might go from getting like 1,000 yards a year to like barely playing, unless they keep him in the slot. Then I guess either Calvin Ridley or Tak Shotty, who are both in like the high 80s, would barely play. So this Chiefs receiving core is really good. Not as good as ours, but it's still really good. You're on Miggy 500 watch? Well, hopefully he hits it soon. It would be funner if he hit it at Comerica, though. And I know this game is in Toronto. So I kind of almost selfishly hope he doesn't hit it, and I think a lot of Tigers fans would probably agree. You're going to go 4-12. I mean, I could see regression from you guys, but I don't think you're going to go 4-12. I would be very surprised at it. And not with the man, the myth, the legend, Eddie Small at quarterback. Just want to say, last time Octi predicted you to win a game in the playoffs, you lost him a wild card round. Well, last year I picked you guys to win the OFL Bowl, and, I mean, I was almost right. This year I didn't, though. This year I picked Toronto to win it, just because I feel like EA's just going to give Nick the biggest middle finger. Once Nick stops coaching the team, they're going to, like, do well without him. So that's, and I'm pretty sure I had the Colts making in the AFC. A Colts Thunderbirds OFL Bowl would be a ton of fun. Every time you have a season where you do good, then you collapse the next one. I mean, that's been the case in OFL 21 so far. But, I mean, your roster is one of the better ones in the league. And with Jacksonville actually getting worse, the Colts should theoretically win the division. I think the Texans and Titans are better. The Titans are going to be really improved. That doesn't say much. But with Javi Beretta and Christian McCaffrey, they should be a lot better. I think Baker Mayfield is an upgrade over Dak Prescott for the Texans. Those two teams literally just swapped quarterbacks. Like, they didn't trade them. Wait, no, wasn't one of them traded? Maybe not. But the Texans and Panthers pretty much swapped quarterbacks. I think Baker Mayfield's better in this game than Dak Prescott. So I think that goes to the Texans' advantage. But I just don't trust the rest of the Texans when their receivers are making like $500 million to do nothing. You're only an 85. Well, an 85 is pretty good. That's probably, I don't know, a fringe top 10 roster in the league. That's pretty good. Morrison better do good this year. I mean, he should. With Terry McLaurin and Tyreek Hill, he should. Do you think I can make the I think you guys definitely can make the playoffs. I don't know if I trust Andy Morrison yet. I think he was outstanding at the end of last year, and he showed me a ton of flashes. That's why he won Offensive Rookie of the Year for a reason. But I don't know if it's going to translate. And I don't know. I just have a weird feeling the Ravens are going to do worse than they should. because last year they did better than they should have. But I would like to see the Ravens do well. What is your team's overall? I would imagine 80-ish, if I were to guess. You have a better version of CMC and Malcolm Tremblay. Facts. Malcolm Tremblay is whiter, he has better hands, he's smaller, he has everything you preferred compared to McCaffrey. Octi, watch this or I won't be satisfied with 1-0. Well, I'm not going to be satisfied with 1-0 anyway. Then you go 1-15. Oh dear, that's scary. Did Andy Morrison get a dev upgrade? I don't think he did, but we can check. We can check, because he had normal, so we wouldn't know. So I can check that for you. What about the Rams? You lost all your money in re-signings? Well, the whole point of the offseason was to lose money. So the fact that you spent a lot is good. Since this is the last year, I've been encouraging everybody to spend your money now, because you're not really going to have another chance to do so. So if you have like $100 million in cap space, it's kind of pointless. So if you spent a lot of money, then you're putting your best foot forward, in my opinion, to win a championship this year. Octi proceeds to not watch. Well, yeah, I'm streaming, Chief. Third and inches, good run for Saquon, who's been kind of quiet. So far. I mean, we still have 3 quarters left to go. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But I guess he hasn't lit the world on fire yet. All right, that'll end the first quarter. The Chiefs are up 3-0. But the Colts are marching. They're marching forward quickly. Third and 6. Eddie has all day to throw it. When you give Eddie that type of time, plays like that are going to happen. The first touchdown of the season is by the former Diablo, TJ Hawkinson. And the Colts are up top. Guys, I'm not satisfied with a first down. Proceeds to have no more first down. That's a Jags reference. What, when they went 1-0 and they said, we're not satisfied with 1-0 and they lost out? I remember they won that game against the Colts, and we were all thinking, are the Jags not as bad as we think? And then they played pretty well that next game against the Titans. They almost won. Wow, this Jags team isn't that bad. And then they completely sucked to end the year. But, I mean, it was worth it. If I was a Jags fan, I'd rather 1-15 and Trevor Lawrence than 6-10 and, like, I don't know, not Trevor Lawrence. So the Chiefs had a field goal on their last drive, which, I mean, you're not going to win games putting points on the board. But none of their receivers have made any big plays yet. So I'm waiting to see Henry Ruggs have his first explosion as the Kansas City Chief. He's worse than Tyrone Gordon, by the way. I figured I would just, point that out there. Just like how Ridley and Tak Shotty are worse than Juju, which we already know that's total facts. Why do people think the Titans are going to steamroll the division in real life? I mean, I don't trust the Titans, but the problem is the rest of the division is balls. Okay, the Texans suck. Without or with Watson, they suck. The Jags are still not a good football team. I understand they have an upgraded quarterback, and they should win more than one game. Nice stop by Indy, by the way. But the Jags are not good. And then the Colts, you don't know what Carson Wentz you're going to get. Plus the fact that he's now injured. So I don't think the Titans are going to steamroll the division. But, I mean, the rest of the division's not very good. I think the only team who has a chance to beat a realistic chance to beat the Titans is the Colts. I can't see Jacksonville doing it yet. because they're still not a good team, and I really don't think Urban Meyer is going to be very good in the NFL. Hey, I'm in. What is up, my guy? Welcome in. What was the new thing I added? So it's not necessarily a new thing to the league, but what I was referring to is I made a promo video that will be uploaded in the main channel in like 5 or 10 minutes. I'm working on the thumbnail right now as we speak. So it's not necessarily something that, like, I don't know, makes the league more exciting, but new people are going to see it, so we should be able to get new people in, and I wanted to upload it while I was streaming, just so people could, like, come into the stream and see what it was all about. So that's why we started later than I anticipated. Can't wait to lose. Oops, wrong account. What have you missed? You haven't missed too much. This is the first game of the day. The Colts have the lead 7-3. They've been playing pretty well so far. But other than that, you have not missed anything like too crazy. Your depth chart isn't set. I'm fluffed. Well, I mean, the draft was 2 weeks ago. And the roster video was uploaded last week. So, I'm just saying I did give a week to do it. Are we watching the Titans week 2? We're not watching any game week 2. So how this season, this season's going to be different than others because we're going to go by it quicker. So instead of doing 2 weeks per stream, we're doing 4. But we're still watching 2 games per stream. So it was the most voted game for weeks 1 and 2 combined, which was this one. And then the most watched game for weeks 3 and 4, which is the Bulldogs and the Thunderbirds. But the most voted game for week 2 and week 3 will be simcasted. So like the Titans game for week 2 is going to be simcasted live. And if it's close, we will hop in and watch. So we're not technically watching the game, but we're like simcasting through it. I hope I explained that well, because that was kind of a lot. Your internet has been off since the draft. Well, that was like 2 weeks ago. That's awfully long for your internet to be off. But I mean, I'm pretty sure for the most part, your highest rated players should all be in there. So I mean, I don't think it's the end of the world that you miss depth chart setting. You're just saying that sickness, but I'm not allowed to say on YouTube is not fun. I agree, Chief. I mean, I can't speak from experience, but it is not fun. Before this game, the last offensive play was going for it. That's true, you're right. Oh, it's a strip sack! I think that was Jalen Mitten who had the sack. But the Chiefs are going to get positive yardage out of that. No, that was Darius Leonard. Okay, I thought that was Mitten. Still a good defensive play regardless. Marlon Mack, make a player get cut. I will say there are a few running backs still in free agency. I don't think Curtis Samuel's been picked up. I don't think Darius Geis has been picked up, although I don't think you really want that guy on your team. Is Dallas playing? We're not watching any of the Dallas games. They were not on the poll, but we will go through all of their scores today. So we'll go through their 4 box scores. So you will get to see how they do. Your team is in poverty. Well, your team is just poverty as it is. McCaffrey won offensive. I think he did. I know he was in. He's won an offensive player of the year before. I don't know if it was last year. It might have been. I can check. Awards. Yeah, he did. Christian McCaffrey won it. Hunter Renfrow finished in second. That's still so funny to me. Hunter Renfrow was such a beast last year. Who's going to be that random slot receiver who just has a really good year this season? When you're beating Octi in episodes for Madden 22. Well, congrats, Chief. Quite the accomplishment weekend. But what were his stats? I mean, I can pull it up on the award ballot. I won't have his receiving stats, but Madden doesn't throw it to their running backs too often, so those aren't probably very good. Last year, McCaffrey had 261 carries, 1,400 yards, and 16 touchdowns. Cobra says his team is poverty. Shocker. My team is in poverty, too. Well, there are a lot of poverty teams here. Dalton Risner is hurt! No, he can't punt any more footballs! Pain! Your O-line is so balls. If there's one position group you want to be balls in this game, it's offensive line, because offensive line does not matter in Madden. Risner's going to the locker room. His day is done. By the way, injuries were off for the preseason, so everybody is fully healthy except for injuries that happened last year. Like, I know there's a receiver that Toronto signed, Ben Dobbins. He played on the Bulldogs last year, and he tore his Achilles. So he's not healthy, but, like, everyone else is. The Colts really just ran it on 3rd and 17, and they got it. The Chiefs are really poverty. You don't have Tyreek Hill anymore. The Ravens have Tyreek Hill now. The Cowboys had Tyreek Hill, but you guys didn't re-sign him in the offseason. So, will you get Dallas for Madden 22? Well, if you put Dallas as a team you want to use for the OFL 22 team selection thing, then maybe. Casually gets a 19-yard carry on 3rd down. Titans coach Pavel. I was pretty sure you were the Titans coach. Disliked and reported. Oh, damn. How unfortunate. Oh, he wasn't lying about the dislike. There you go. Casually decides to let Barkley cook. Let Dalvin cook. The Diablos need to let Dalvin cook because he wasn't really cooking last year. Last year was such a mess for us, and we still won our division. And we should have won that playoff game against the Cougars. Pretty much every playoff game that had to do with the Cougars last year, the Cougars didn't deserve to win almost. But credit to them for finding ways to win. They deserved to win the championship because they found ways to win. We found ways to shoot ourselves in the foot. The Colts found ways to mess up on 4th down. That's going to be a face mask. Not that that really matters. The Colts are going to move like an inch closer. Wow, whoop-de-doo. Instead of having it at the 1-yard line, they'll have it at the 1-yard line. He did not get the chance to resign because he didn't have Dallas then? Okay, well, I guess the CPU didn't resign him. So I guess that's the CPU's fault and not yours. My apologies. But, yeah, Tyreek Hill is not on your roster. But the Cowboys still do have some good players. They're like my sleeper. I think I picked them to make the playoffs this year, which is kind of like... They were like my kind of random playoff team because I don't think a lot of people would expect them. But I don't know. I feel like Dallas is going to do kind of good this year. Pretty sure I had 3 teams in the NFC East making it. I had the Bulldogs getting in, and I had the Caps getting in, too. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles played well, also. Can I change Saquon Barkley's name to Saquon Barkin? You are no longer making custom prospects. Pain. Did I move Caleb on to outside linebacker? You swear if you're starting outside linebacker as a 60. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. So, your starting outside linebacker probably is not a 60. Casually fumbles the bag. So the Colts had it at the 1, and they didn't score a touchdown. That's pretty, like, not good. They do add points, so I guess there's that.
That's the end of the first half, with the score Colts 10, Chiefs 3.
Wait, what? That's halftime? How much time was there left? I thought there was like a minute. Oh, okay. A minute to drive down the field. Huh. The Chiefs have like 35 yards at halftime. That's... I mean, for an offense that features Scooter Young, Marlon Mack, Calvin Ridley, Henry Ruggs, Tack Shoddy, and Joey Fox, you probably should be getting more than 35 yards a half. Ruggs has been a fraud so far. Tyrone Gordon is a better signing. Just saying. Tried partly in the offseason and still can't pull it off. I mean, you guys had one of the better offseasons. I don't know if there's any other team who signed 2 95-plus players, so you got that going for you. Do I do this on PC? No, this is on the PlayStation. Okay, game, we don't need to see highlights. We want to get back to the game because we're going through 4 weeks today. We need all the time we can get here, Madden. Bears, Bears! Now that the Bears are going to be back in OFL 22, we need an actual Bears-Bears game. For those who have been around here a while, the Bears were pretty good for most of OFL 20 last year, and whenever that meme came up, that was like the most fun thing ever. Yeah, the league is going to be on the PS5 next year. This is still on the PlayStation 4 since I can't carry over offline franchises from the PS4 to the PS5, but OFL 22 is going to be on next gen. You got Ben Bufford. You did. You stole him from us. Are you going to get the Washington football team? I'm not revealing anything. Also, none of the teams are final. Nick put everybody with teams, and I plan on like revising that within a few weeks. So I know for the most part who people are getting. I don't think I'm going to make like a ton of changes to what he did, but I'm not revealing anything. How about I put 80 points into Bufford, and I put 20 points into the other corner who I ended up getting. I think his name is like Antonio Morrison or something. He's definitely not as good as Bufford, but I figured I'd want a backup plan. I didn't think anyone was going to offer him 100, but I had a backup plan ready. How do I set this up on Madden 22? So pretty much you have to create a coach for all 32 teams, or I guess for however many teams you want. I guess you don't have to do it for every team, but like as many teams as you want, and then that's really about it. It's not like super complicated setting it up. It's just a little bit time consuming. I mean, it's not that time consuming, but if you create a coach for however many teams you need, just fiddle around with the settings you want, and if you want a fantasy draft, turn that on, and that's about it. Scuda is sacked. Darius Leonard with his second of the game. Is he in the zone by chance? Uh-oh, he is. Did you know that if the Warriors continue their dynasty for another 8 to 9 years, they're kind of set up to where you can blame it entirely on the Timberwolves? That's so true. I mean, they probably won't, but you're not wrong about that. How are the Snowhawks doing? Well, the Snowhawks haven't played yet, so they are 0-0. So they're not doing bad, but they're not doing good. Which is the case with like every other team except for... Give me Lions again. Well, maybe you got the Lions again. Maybe you didn't. Wink, wink. Could have put money in other guys. Well, I guess you could have, but I put 80 in Bufford. And you guys don't have any money anyway, so that was like the best thing you could have possibly done. Curry and... I don't think Curry's going to play another 9 years. I think Curry's going to play longer than guys like Russell Westbrook, who will depend on their athleticism. I think Curry still has a good 5-6 years left, but like... Plus, that's banking on Jonathan Kuminga to be good. For all we know, he could be used in a bigger trade, or he could suck. We can blame the Nets for J-Fraud Tatum and J-Fraud Brown being good for the Celtics. I wonder if the Nets never made that trade, if they would still have Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden now. Like, what would the Nets look... Did Billy King low-key save the Nets? Because if they don't make that move, that awful trade, would this have all happened? I don't think it would. Billy King really big-brained that whole operation. People say, yeah, no, you don't need a PC to do this. They're wrong. Did we just check down FU Madden? Madden is really not being nice to the Chiefs' offense today. Eddie Small, the strike. Was that caught? Nope. At least the Colts are trying to throw it downfield. Do you guys have $6 million still? How? I thought you had $6 million before the preseason. And most of that was used on Bufford. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know your cap number off the top of my head.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Colts were better with Patty Mahomes at quarterback. No Eddie Small slander allowed. Is Mahomes still on the Raiders? I think so. But we do not slander our Lord and Savior Eddie Small. If I could redo the Phil Chippendale pick, I don't know if I would redo it. Because Eddie Small is like my favorite player in the league now. But like, you know, Chip is kind of good. I mean, Eddie is too. But if I got the chance to redo that, I wonder if I would. I would certainly think about it. Because they're both pretty much equal in talent, I would say, for the most part. They're both fringe top 5 OFL quarterbacks, I would say. I think that's fair. If Kuminga, Wiseman, and Moody pan out... Oh, if all those guys pan out, then they're set. They're set. But I don't know if that's going to happen, especially with Wiseman and Kuminga being both pretty floor players. Or pretty low floor players, I should say. And, you know, maybe the Warriors making a trade.
across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
What happened to the Spurs, man? Greg Popovich happened. That's so true. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of Pop's fault in a way.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
You're not wrong. Eddie Small is the #1 quarterback in our hearts. Remember when Chip was the worst quarterback? Oh, yeah, he sucked his first, 4 games. And then he didn't throw an interception for the next, 10 weeks. I forgot about that. He sucked his first 4 games, yet his rookie year has been his best year. That's so weird. I totally forgot about that. Eddie Small. Eddie Tall. I don't know how tall he is. Maybe 6'3". I don't know. That's kind of a guess. Is this the first watch game? Yes, it is. This is the first game of the day. I'm still not used to Pog coaching the team. That still kind of feels weird to me. But I think the Bills had a good offseason. I think the Bills could be sneaky good this year. I don't know how much I trust Jimmy G, but he was an MVP candidate a few years ago. So, who knows? No points in the 3rd quarter. It's just been a low-scoring game. I have not touched the sliders, keep in mind, since, last season. So, I'm a little bit surprised. There's not been a lot of offense in this game. Just realized the touchdown ties, if that's true. Feel like I wouldn't even say you guys have been dominant. I feel like the Chiefs have just been so underwhelming. Now, if you're the Chiefs, I wouldn't necessarily panic because a week 1 watched game doesn't tell the full story. Although, to be fair, the team who won our week 1 watched game last year ended up winning the OFL Bowl. So, maybe there's a little bit of correlation. Jimmy G comeback story. I mean, he has the weapons, and he has the running back. Hoping to win 5 games. Well, that would be an improvement. You got that going for you. There's really no point. Yeah, no one's tanking. Everybody's going for it, which makes this season especially interesting. And that's going to make it hard for people to make trades. I don't think we're going to see a ton of trades the rest of the way. For one thing, you can't trade draft picks. And 2, everybody's going for it. So, 3rd and goal. Can Kansas City tie it up? Well, not on that play. I feel like you got to go for it. At this stage of the game, you're finally moved down the field. You have nothing to lose. I think they should go for it. Octu should give me the Packers so we don't deceive them in OFL 22. I mean, I wouldn't mind just deleting them off the face of the earth. Knicks fans wanted Kyrie and a Booger McFarland looking motherfucker and got the Bulls. Yeah. Who would be the Booger McFarland looking person? Oh, Zion! Oh, yes, you're right. Yes. I forgot the meme for a second. Good stop by the Colts defense. Kansas City's just allergic to scoring. You hate the Packers no matter what. Me and you both. If the Bears play the Packers in the NFC Championship, I'm bear down all the way. Darius Leonard is having himself a day. I find it funny that Darius Leonard is always like a really good pass rusher in Madden, whereas in real life he's like not much of a pass rusher. I don't know, kind of ironic. There was a hole in the middle. Why did he run to the outside? Because the CPU is stupid. Exactly.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Colts.
Colts should just feed the ball to Saquon and get out of the way. Chew some clock. Hey Americans, how is school? I don't know, because I don't have it. Haha.
Complete to T.J.
You don't have school till the 9th? Hey, that's my birthday. If I had to start on my birthday, that would be the saddest thing ever. I would hate that so much. I'm happy that, like, my birthday is, like, after school starts, because it's never the first day. But, like, I'd also, you know, rather have a summer birthday, because that'd be better. Imagine not living in Canada. Imagine not living in poverty Canada.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Justin Fields Hall of Fame. I mean, Justin Fields has given the Bears more hope than they have in the past 20 years. So he could totally suck, and it would still be worth it.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
A September 8th day? As in September 8th birthday? So what, Pog and I are 1 day apart? That's kind of cool. Dalton is carrying us to a 17-0 season. Oh, for sure. Andy Dalton's about to win the MVP this year, and the Bears are going to trade Justin Fields to the Lions for a pack of peanuts. You know, I wouldn't mind that scenario. I think that'd be nice. Yours is on the 24th. Ah, so I'm blind. Okay. There goes Saquon in the end zone, and it looks like the Chiefs are in a lot of trouble if they weren't already. They were definitely in trouble already, but now they're in, like, more trouble.
Tucker McCann for the extra point.
Shaquan Barkley, or just call him Bark Dog.
The kick is good.
Shaquan Bark Dog. What?
Colts 17. Chiefs 3.
So the Chiefs pretty much need a miracle. Since it is a 2-score game, we'll keep watching. Although I think since streams are probably going to be longer this year, since, you know, we're doing more in each stream, I think the sim rules might be a little bit different. Yeah, I mean, we might as well sim. Normally I wouldn't, but since we're going through 4 weeks today, I think it's fair that we do it. If Killian Hayes is bad, he will get the bus. Oh, of course. But he won't be a bust, so it's all good. Yeah, this game is now officially over. The Indianapolis Colts have won the first game of the season. They defeat the Kansas City Chiefs 17-3. The Chiefs' offense was an absolute disaster today. Did they even get 100 yards? Okay, they did. They didn't get much more, but they did. I'm going to try to breeze through box scores because, well, we're going through 4 weeks of them today instead of 2. So I'm not really going to talk about the stats unless there's something super notable. Like Darius Leonard having 3 sacks today is pretty notable. Shelton Friedman had 2. Who the hell is Shelton Friedman? I've never heard of this human in my life. Colts, not satisfied with 1-0. How do I think the Diablos will do this season? I think the Diablos should be good. I think we're the best team in the division, and I mean, this game kind of helped that thought because I think our only real competition is the Chiefs, and they didn't look very good today. Oh, Morrison's development trait. I do want to see that, because I am actually kind of curious. Well, I probably could have just gone down to the Ravens, now that I think about it. Oh, well, we're already down here. Morrison did go up. He is starred Ev. There you go. Cool. What is up, Crockett? Welcome in. You came at a pretty good time now that we are simming. So I'm going to go fill up my drink. I will be back in about 2 minutes. In the meantime, you can look at this beautiful screen. Chargers have won their first game. That's kind of odd. So the Texans win, the Titans win, and the Jags lose. Huh. So we've already gotten off to an odd start. The Cougars lost. Okay. 38 points from the Bills. Jimmy Garoppolo with 4 touchdowns. Oh my goodness. Well, that's one way to kick off your Bills career. Throwing 4 touchdowns against the defending champs? We've only seen a few teams' records, and already I think this season's going to be a fun one. What if the Cougars don't win their division? Who's going to win it then? Raiders beat the Cowboys, so maybe I was wrong about Dallas, because I think the Raiders are not good. Although Marvin Jones was solid in this game. You can't find my main channel? Well, if you go into the Discord, there's a tab that says Octagonal Gaming, and that lists, like, all of the videos I upload each day. So if you, like, click on one of them, you'll be able to find it. If that's what you are referring to. What if the Raiders do good this year? If the Raiders make the playoffs, I don't know. I feel like I should do a forfeit, because I know that's not going to happen. Oh! Okay, 3 points allowed. Hello. The Jags' offense is like exactly the same as it was last year. What happened? Phil Chippendale was phenomenal, and Joe Burrow sucked. I was not expecting this from the defense. Okay. Alexander Madison, 15 carries, 13 yards. Boo-Boo Schuster doing Boo-Boo Schuster type things. Tyrone Gordon was kind of quiet, though. I have Tyrone Gordon in the slot. I kind of figured he would be our, leading stat getter at receiver. 2 sacks for Tillery, 1 for Myles Garrett, and then the picks were by Levi Butler and Jeff Okudah. Yes, apparently you guys won. The Dolphins lose to the Jets 35-24. Carson Wentz threw 4 touchdowns, and the new Dolphins quarterback, Brandon Lampman, was pretty blah. I assume nobody has heard of Brandon Lampman, so you're going to get to know him, because the Dolphins could not find a replacement for Riley Painter, and they are currently broke. I think they should try to get Matt Woodard from the Cowboys, because he is cheap. And I thought that said he had 5 touchdowns for a second. I was like, what? But with the Cowboys drafting the rookie, Aaron Trout, and Matt Woodard was a 3rd-round pick on his rookie deal, so he is still, like, cheap. By how much? Well, we haven't gotten to your score yet, but I guess we'll see soon. Toronto beats the Eagles 28-14. Norris Doors 3 touchdowns. Austin Buckley 3 interceptions. Aaron Jones played well. Hunter Renfrow is back in business. Maybe he'll be an Offensive Player of the Year candidate 2 years in a row. Demetrius Sherwood had 1.5 sacks. Okay, nothing from Reggie Peters. I think I picked him to win Defensive Player of the Year. Oh my God! The Titans won 45-7. Is this the same team who went 2-14 last year? I get that the Niners are not great, but holy cow. What? Javi Beretta threw 4 touchdowns. I expected the Titans to be better, but Jesus Christ, I was not expecting this. What? Who is Timmy Morris? Who is this person? What if the Titans are really good this year? That'd be so funny. Honestly, I kind of hope they are. Javi Beretta might just be that good. We got to see what the punter's injury is. The good old punter. Lions lose to the Packers 28-20, so new season, and Isaiah Thomas is still losing football games. Although he was not bad in this one. Neither was Katie Katz. He threw 2 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs was pretty good. I had Josh Jacobs winning Offensive Player of the Year. So I kind of like to be right. So hopefully Josh Jacobs is pretty good. He was really good at the end of last year for the Packers, so I'm kind of banking on him keeping that momentum. The Rams beat Carolina. Okay. I had the Panthers taking the 1 seed in the NFC, but I don't really feel good about that because Baker Mayfield in this game I think is better than Dak, and Dak threw 3 interceptions today. Keith Priolia wasn't even all that good, but clearly he was good enough to beat the Carolina Panthers, who are a pretty good team. Willie Gay had 2 sacks and a pick. That's probably your defensive player of the week. Orlando beat New England 24-17, even though New England almost had double the amount of yards. Tua Tagovailoa was not great, but dear God, Kenneth Hawthorne was awful. Is New England going to be good once? I mean, this roster is loaded. Why do they keep sucking? Is Kenneth Hawthorne just that bad? I've put my faith into this team year in and year out. I know it's only 1 week, but I've put my faith in the Patriots every year. I picked them to win the division this year. But if Kenneth Hawthorne's going to be doing that, then it's going to be a long year. The Ravens lose to the Texans 24-16, both teams with nearly 350 passing yards. Baker Mayfield and Andy Morrison were both pretty good, particularly Baker. I think the Texans could be surprisingly good. The only question is, how are they going to run the ball? Their starting running back had 9 carries for 12 yards, so I guess the answer is going to be not very well. So the Texans are just going to, launch the ball. Baker Mayfield's going to have to throw for, 6,000 passing yards for this team to be good. Maybe your Javi Offensive Rookie of the Year prediction will be right. I mean, I will say there weren't really many other great choices, so that made picking him pretty easy. But so far, I would say not only is Javi Beretta the Offensive Rookie of the Year, but through 1 week, he might be the MVP. I know that's jumping the gun. We probably shouldn't really be talking about the MVP yet, but... Oh, they have Jameis now. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah. Jameis is their new quarterback, and they beat the Bucks. Huh. I forgot they had Jameis. He is the Jimmy Garoppolo replacement. Where was Jameis before? He was on, I think, the Cougars at one point? I don't know if Jameis has ever been, a consistent starter yet in OFL 21. The Snowhawks beat the Steamers 24-14. Patrick Mahomes and Will Duvall both played pretty good. I wonder how these teams are going to do this year. A lot of sacks, I see. 3 for Buckner, 3 for Lawson. I didn't even know they had Carl Lawson. The Steelers beat the Bengals. Ooh, okay. 28-14. Maybe this is finally the year the Steelers are good. They've sucked through all of OFL 21, but they have a pretty good roster. The Bengals made the AFC Championship last year. They are trying to get back into it, but I suppose this is not a good start. Losing to a team who has been... I don't know if the Steelers have won more than 6 games in all of OFL 21. So that's, if you're a Bengal fan, eek. It's probably not a good sign. Is that everyone? We haven't seen the Bulldogs yet. They lose to the Chargers, 28-24. The Chargers scored all of their points in the second half. Okay. What in the hell happened here? So Vincenzo Pagiotti got hurt, and then rookie Alex Taylor came in and dominated. Who is Alex Taylor? I have no idea who this guy is, but apparently he's good. Vincenzo is so injury prone. I feel like he got hurt twice last year. So is Alex Taylor the new quarterback for the Chargers? The Chargers are like the weirdest team, I swear. Matthew Wiley with 3 sacks. Huh, okay. And then the Caps beat the Cardinals. Okay. Arizona did not score after the first quarter. Riley Painter with 3 touchdowns. Alexei Smirnov was pretty good too, although he was underwhelming for his standards. Is Riley Painter going to be really good this year? I picked Riley Painter to win the MVP this year, but I kind of did it as a joke. Roman Higgins III, 0 catches for 0 yards. Huh. Interesting. Okay. That's quite the debut. TJ Watt with 2 sacks, and then the interception was by Trent Boyett. I'm pretty sure that's everybody now. Yeah, okay. Alright, so for week 2, we will be simcasting the game between the Jags and the Titans. Siri, give me a whole number between 1 and 2. 1. I'm pretty sure the Jags are a road team, so we'll use them. Players of the week, by the way, are Katie Katz over Painter. Huh. Jimmy Garoppolo over Beretta. Okay. Willie Gay and Darius Leonard. Nick is not happy at all. I would imagine he's not. Wouldn't shock me. Well, Nick's player is good. I don't know why he barely played. Where is he on their depth chart? Because I know Noob never edited his depth chart. So, for all we know, he could be like wide receiver 4 on that team. Okay, he's wide receiver 3. So he should play. He should. Yeah, I kind of want to see Taylor's ratings too. Hold on. I did not mean to click Trade Center. The Colts have 300K, by the way, Apple. I've never heard of this Alex Taylor guy. I don't remember him at all in the draft class last year, so he might have been like an undrafted player. Okay, so Vincenzo is fine. What is his injury rating? 86. Yeah, I see why. So this Alex Taylor guy is a 63. He can run. Was he even drafted? He was a 5th round pick. Okay. And then what happened to Risner? I'll check that. And then we'll get to the game. That's not Risner. That's Mitch Morse. Where is Risner? Which position is he? He's right tackle. He is fine. Who is your starting quarterback? I'm pretty sure it's Woodard. Since you never edited your depth chart, I didn't make any changes. If you want, I can change it to your rookie, Aaron Trout. I assume that's probably what you want to do. So, I'll do it. But if you want me to keep it with Woodard there, I can change it back. Oh, Siri already picked a user. We're using Jacksonville. Unless they're not the road team, and I'm totally wrong. Yes, they are. Okay, so we'll use her for Jags. So for the simcast games, we're going to simcast them like we would, you know, how we simcast all the Week 17 games. If this game gets close at the end, we'll watch. If not, we'll just sim it the whole way through. Is Lane still your quarterback? I don't know if he is still a QB. He's not your starting quarterback, I'll tell you that. But I meant to upload the OFL promo video earlier, but it should be uploading within the next like minute or two now. So yeah, just be prepared, I guess. How much would you bet we lose? I don't know, $10. Is Lane your kicker? Okay, he should be, I would think. I'm pretty sure 8-minute quarters is fine for simcasting. Okay, Titans. Jags answer right back. This Titans offense is good, I'm telling you. They're good! Look at them go! The Tennessee Titans have 27 points at halftime! The Titans have matched their win total. What if they choke, though? Whoa, 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 we're gonna hop in. The Titans were up like 33 to like 7, weren't they? Are they about to choke this? Hold on, how much were they up by? Because it was a lot. They were up by like a good 3 or 4 possessions. They were up by 20 at halftime. They were up 27-7. They were up 33-14 at the end of the third quarter, and now they're about to be losing. Jesus Christ. They were up 33-14 at the end of the third quarter. Shouldn't it be RMP the one who does the collapsing, not the coming back? Jerry Jeudy with the touchdown, so the Jags have completed the comeback. They take the lead. He was definitely in. The Titans still have 2 timeouts, and they have Javi Beretta, who through his first 2 games apparently is like the best quarterback ever. Okay, the play does stand. They gotta go for 2 here. Yeah. Did the Titans become unsatisfied with 1-0? Clearly! Considering they were up by 19 at the end of the third quarter and are now losing. And David Njoku gets the 2. It's 36-31. If you guys lose, that'd be funny. Come on, that'd be funny. I wonder what Javi's numbers are for this game. Because clearly he's doing well. So our first Simcast game of the week has been quite interesting. It's been quite interesting. Okay, Javi's numbers are actually not that good. 15 for 29, 155 and a touchdown? That's not very good. Imagine the Jags winning a game. Well, the Jags are good in this league. I mean, they weren't good in week 1. They scored 3 points. But they're pretty good in this league. If I cut my entire team in week 17 when I'm sucking, would I be allowed to? I would say no, just because I feel like teams could then pick up players, and that would kind of give like an unfair advantage for the playoffs. But other than that, I guess. But I probably wouldn't allow that. Look at Javi go! They're in field goal range now. Well, they're like close. He has 3 rushing touchdowns. What in the world? So Javi has 4 touchdowns today, but 3 of them are on the ground. So do you go for the 53-yard kick? That's what they're going to do. The Titans are going to try to tie it and send us to overtime. This is prime field goal miss range. Exactly. This is like danger territory. I have no clue who their kicker is. Is that Joey Sly? Oh, boy. I mean, Joey Sly has a boot, but I don't know if I would want him in this situation. From 53 to tie it. No good. He had the distance, but it was inaccurate. That's Joey Sly in a nutshell. So the Jags are going to hold on. He could have made... That had the distance from like 63. But it was wide left, it looked like. The former Cap.
Today's final score, Jaguars 36, Titans 33.
What an odd game. What an odd game. Burrow's numbers are not great, but he did help orchestrate the comeback. McCaffrey played well. Obviously, Beretta had the 3 rushing touchdowns. He's got some wheels. What can I say? This was a really weird game, and we love weird games here. So, cool. Who is the Jags coach? The Jags coach is RMP. In a world where the Jags were satisfied. All right, let's simulate week 2. I am now officially publishing the promo video, by the way, so hopefully we get some new people in here today. All right, on to week 3. The Texans watch Indy not be satisfied and go 1-1. Clearly the Colts were not satisfied. Wouldn't that mean they are satisfied, though, with 1-0? And they lost because of it? The Jets have scored 72 points through 2 weeks. Carson Wentz has 7 touchdowns and no picks this year. Carson Wentz has completely resurrected himself with the Jets. So clearly, Carson Wentz leaving was good news for him, and Riley Painter joining the Caps was good news for them. So clearly, that was like a win-win for all parties. Riley Painter is good, Carson Wentz is good, and the Caps are even better. Now that I say that, Riley Painter's going to throw like 4 interceptions this week, isn't he? Because that's just how it rolls here. The Lions lose again. And again, it does not look like IT's fault. Oh, they allowed 21 points in the 4th quarter. That explains it. Lamar Jackson had 5 touchdowns and 3 picks. Okay. Isaiah Thomas was pretty good. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. So the Lions are 0-2. The Lions have still not won a game with IT, right? I don't think they've won a game with him. That's depressing. And the Lions got better, too. The Packers lose to the Eagles, so both teams are now 1-1. Austin Buckley and Katie Katz were outstanding. Katie Katz has been beasting. I know it's 2 weeks, but Katie Katz looks like he's taken the step up. Did Jaquan Gore seriously get hurt again? This man gets hurt every year. It happens every year to him. Kasim Lamb and Hunter Renfrow were both very good. But Jaquan Gore has literally gotten hurt every year since he got drafted. It's like kind of sad. Because he was in the first draft class, and FG made him as like this really good running back prospect, and he literally cannot stay on the field. But his team won. The Panthers are 0-2. Wow, they lose to the Cardinals. Alexei Smirnov, again, was good, but disappointing for his standards. Dak was fine. Kamara was pretty good. Cortland Sutton scored twice. So Arizona's back on track. They are now 1-1. It's because we have no secondary. Yeah, kind of. Why are the Patriots so bad? I don't get it. The Bills are now 2-0. Garoppolo's been cooking. He has 6 touchdowns and no interceptions so far. Kenneth Hawthorne, on the other hand, has 1 touchdown and 5 picks, although he was a lot better this week. But he is, like, not good. So Buffalo might be, like, kind of good this year. They're 2-0. Who is Cole Rhodes? Oh, I kind of remember him now. I think he had a good year last year. The Columbus Caps are 2-0. They appear to be back. Riley Painter with 4 touchdowns. Where was this guy in Miami? So Riley Painter and Carson Wentz have both been, like, ridiculously good, which is just so ironic. Why are there so many quarterbacks who have been so good so far? Javi Beretta has like 8 combined touchdowns. Katie Katz has been a machine. Garoppolo's been a beast. Painter, Carson Wentz, Chip. Painter was meant for Columbus, clearly. Baker Mayfield played well. Keith Priolio did not play well. Keith has not been all that good through 2 weeks. T. Higgins, the $150 million man with 2 touchdowns. Look at what I replied with on your comment in the OFL 22 promo video. Should I be scared? I wonder how this video is going to do view-wise. Your friendly Andy Morrison admirer is here. Yes. RMP says join or else. Join or else what? Your team chokes a 19-point lead against the Jaguars? Katz is doing the same thing, but different. I mean, both Painter and Katz they've been probably the 2 best quarterbacks in the NFC. The Ravens beat the Chiefs. Okay, Andy Morrison, what did he do today? Wow, 3 touchdowns. Scooter also threw 3 touchdowns, though. We should not be talking about the MVP 2 weeks into the year, but this race is going to have so many people. If some of these guys stay on their current pace, look out. So Kansas City's 0-2. Did the Cowboys lose? We have not gotten to the Cowboys game yet, so I don't know. The San Francisco 49ers, after losing by 38 to the Titans last week, end up beating the Saints. Jameis Winston with your typical Jameis Winston game. 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. I would not expect anything less from him. Justin Herbert was fine. Mekhi Grimbley, 6 for 186 and 2 touchdowns. Okay. Derek Brown with 2 sacks. And then a lot of interceptions. You're going to reply on that comment every week. We want the Snowhawks. They are 2-0. They beat the Bucks 21-14. So Portland's defense has been really good, and so has Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes has 6 touchdowns and no interceptions through the first 2 weeks, I think. Is Lamb in the slot? I'm pretty sure he is. And based on the fact that his numbers are really good so far, he is definitely in the slot. The Steamers, did we get to theirs? No, they beat Toronto 16-14 with a safety in the 4th quarter to win in the game. Will Duvall did not play well, though. Norris Darius was fine. Look what I commented on the promo. Should I be scared? Reminder for new people, the Titans are bad. They blow 19-point leads. And then Apple says, join the Eddie Small fan club today or else. See, this is why people should join. If you can tell by the comments, this is why. This is exactly why people should want to join. Wally allowed 3 sacks. No! What happened, Wally? Logan Wilson had 2 of them. Your meme Mercedes also had 2. That's my defensive rookie of the year pick. What is good, Nolan? Welcome in. Who is next? I'm pretty sure we got through most of that. I know we have not seen our game yet. I don't think I saw this one. Did I skip over the Sentinels? I must have. Join the Eddie Small fan club or else you'll be satisfied. Deshaun Watson and Tua were both decent. So for all the new people who are just joining, because there might be a few from the promo video I did, if you want to join the league, the Discord link is in the description of the promo video, and I'm also going to put it... Wow, it is 20 views in like 8 minutes. That's awfully fast. I'm going to put the Discord link in this stream as well, just so it's easier for people to see it. Because now that the video is up, we should have some new people coming in. Watch the main channel, figured you'd stop by. Well, I appreciate you coming in. You came from video, can you join? Yes, you can. So, hold on. Let me get the Discord link in the description of this. Or what you can do is you can go back to the promo video I did. The link to the server for the league is like at the top of the description. So if you click on that, then you can join it. A lot of points here. The Chargers beat the Colts 41-38. Look at all those points in the 4th quarter. Jeez. Eddie Small with 5 touchdowns. That's my Eddie Small right there. Vincenzo was pretty good too, and he actually didn't get hurt this time. So the Chargers are 2-0. That's kind of a surprise. I didn't really see that coming. The Cougars beat the Dolphins 28-10, so the defending champs get back on track, and Miami falls to 0-2. Brandon Lampman was not all that bad, though. DR3 was not all that good for his standards. Eddie Small for MVP, but his team lost, and he threw 2 picks. But that's still the man, the myth, the legend, Eddie Small. We need it in our lives. We do. Will Molden, 2.5 sacks. And I know we have not seen our game yet. Okay, thank goodness. If we lost to Dallas, jeez. Guys, join or Cats will get you down. Okay, good game for Phil Chippendale. Aaron Trout was pretty good, too, in his debut. They have Eckler? I didn't even know that. I thought they had Kareem Hunt. Oh, wait, no. Kareem Hunt's on New England now. Yet the Patriots still suck. I forgot Dallas got Eckler, though. Why is Reggie Rutledge your top receiver? Someone better not have gotten hurt. Did Christian Kirk get hurt? That's not good. But the Diablos are 2-0, so we've gotten off to a pretty good start. I'm pretty sure that is all the Week 2 games. Xavier Cheeks with a pick. Yeah, we usered... Who did we user? We usered Jacksonville. Okay, we've seen everybody. All right, Week 3's game. I totally forget. I think it's like the Chiefs and the Ravens? Oh, it's the Chiefs and the Diablos. Okay, it's us. Siri, give me a whole number between 1 and 2. 1. So we will use your Kansas City. And not us. Pan. All right, here we go. On to Week 3. The Mexico City Diablos, who are 2-0 so far. Just a slight flex. Taking on the 0-2 Kansas City Chiefs. We got swept by the Chiefs last year, so for bragging rights, I would prefer not to lose this game. Please. Okay, it's close. Oh dear. I know we're gonna lose to them. We're not gonna win this game. What just happened? I looked off my screen. They scored like 2 touchdowns. What? Yeah, this game's done. Whoa. Hold on. We're going to go a little bit quicker. We're going to go a little bit quicker, but we're still not looking good. Yeah, we can go fast again. This game's done. Death, taxes, and me losing to Cobra. We cannot beat these guys at all. Pretty happy with how we've started the season, but if I were to choose one of our first 3 games to win, I would prefer it to be against Cobra. So, I'm a little bit salty. Wow, Phil Chippendale was like all dirty. Hopefully he played well. It kind of looks like he did. So our defense is who let us down. Okay, so Phil played well. But Scooter was pretty bad. It's not Cobra, it's Lobra. Yes, thank you for correcting me. It's Lobra. So, Scooter Yanya in the watch game kind of sucked, and in the 2 sim games, he's been unbelievable. Hey, at least Juju played well. That makes me feel happy. Juju had 1 more yard than Tack Shoddy. Ha! Juju's better. Just so Lobra knows that. Burger King allowed 3 sacks. That's not good. Chase Young had himself a day. So our offensive line sucked, and our our whole defense sucked, pretty much. I cannot process this loss. Why is the OFL video doing so well? I mean, I'm not mad that it's doing well, but... Huh. It is doing awfully good. Which is, like, kind of weird. All right, so now we're going to sim Week 3, and then Week's 4 game, remember, will be the Bulldogs and Toronto. It feels weird going through 4 games in a single stream. The Chargers are 3-0. What in the world? Okay, huh. I didn't really see that coming. I'll tell you that. The San Diego Chargers are 3-0. I always call them Los Angeles, but they're from San Diego. The promo is doing really well indeed. What is up, Dog Check? Welcome in. But the promo is doing way better than I expected, which is a good thing. But it's almost doing too well in comparison to my other videos. Oh, the New York Jets are 3-0. The Jets had like 3 wins last year. What? They had 21 points in the fourth quarter. Carson Wentz is still doing really well, and DR3 was unbelievably awful. 96 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Huh. Why are the Cougars not good? The Cougars literally were the defending champs last year, and they got better. Why are they not doing well? I'm confusion. But I guess the New York Jets are better than all of us could have expected. The Packers scored 48 points. Katie Katz is unreal. Katie Katz has been a machine so far this year. Aaron Trout threw 3 interceptions. But Katie Katz has clearly taken that sophomore leap. I mean, he has been really good through 3 weeks. Now that we're getting into like weeks 3 and week 4, players playing well is not really a fluke anymore. Like, Katie Katz just might be like legitimately really good this year. How did Eddie do? Well, we haven't seen your score yet. Oh, we already know that. The Dolphins beat the Bills, so the Dolphins get their first win. The Bills get their first loss. Jimmy Garoppolo has literally played like an MVP this year. Brandon Lampman had a good game. That's cool. Jose Morales played really well. Eddie Swallows my cheese. Oh, everyone's true MVP. Hey, Adrian Asplaster had 2 sacks. Yes! Chris Jones had 3. When Octi skipped... Did I skip you guys? I think I did. Yeah, because we used the Chiefs. You're right. Okay, my bad. In overtime... Okay, so... This game must have really gone down to the wire. So I guess the Colts scored a field goal. The Rams scored a field goal. And I guess the Colts must have scored a touchdown late. Eddie Small, back-to-back weeks in which he throws 5 touchdowns. That's our MVP. So the Colts are 2-1. The Rams are what? 1-2 now, I think? I'm pretty sure the Rams won last week. No, they won week 1. Alright, who were we on? We were on, I think, the Dolphins. The Columbus Caps are back in business. They are 3-0, defeating... Why is everybody doing so well in the fourth quarter of games this year? I don't get it. Riley Painter had another 4 touchdown, 0 interception game. So clearly Riley Painter is really good. He just needed to get the hell out of Miami. And the Dolphins provided him weapons. The Dolphins have been a really... Oh, Jaquan Gore's fine. I thought he was hurt. The Dolphins did not do a bad job of giving him help. He just clearly was, like, not good there. Did I ever change your coach name to .app? I have not changed any of the coach names since the start of OFL 21. I wanted to keep all the coaches the same just so we could see, like, every team's, like, record at the end. The Niners beat the Cardinals. Huh. Arizona's 1-2. Alexei Smirnov played like typical Smirnov, but he was not able to get the win. Okay, seriously, why is Roman Higgins not getting any playing time? I don't get this. This is so weird. I don't think he's caught a pass. He's their 3rd receiver on the depth chart. Why isn't he playing? That's so weird. Is it because they have someone else in the slot? I guess? Noob should probably fix his depth chart. The Jaguars beat the Texans, so Houston's undefeated season comes to a quick end. Joe Burrow threw 3 touchdowns. Did Madison get hurt? No, Madison was just worse than Jonathan Taylor. Okay. So the Jags got off to a very concerning start, but now they're 2-1, and it seems like they're just fine. Remember last year the Jaguars started like 1-4, and they won like 10 in a row? I kind of feel bad at this point for IT. He literally cannot win in a Lions jersey. He's like, he has to be cursed. Isaiah Thomas has to be cursed. That's the only explanation of why the Lions keep losing. He has to be cursed. He has to be cursed. Carolina finally wins a game. They beat Toronto 16-14. The Thunderbirds have now lost 2 in a row. Toronto always starts the year off slow. So they'll start like 2-5, and then they'll somehow go 9-7 and win the division, because that's the Thunderbirds. And the rest of the NFC North is always just that much of a train wreck. Although if Katie Katz keeps playing the way he is, then the Packers are going to win more than 9 games. Season is over. In the NFC North, you never know. You never know in the NFC North. The Steamers haven't been all that good. Toronto's been struggling. And the New England Patriots keep on losing. Kenneth Hawthorne is so bad. He is so bad. Every year, New England starts off like 0-5. And then they do well at the end of the year to hurt their draft position. I'm pretty sure the Bucs were 0-2 as well. So this is their first win. The Chargers score 42 against the Raiders. So their offense clearly is good, which I was not expecting. Cam Akers and Benny Snell both ran wild. All right, I'll go through the scores a little bit slower. Since there are a lot of new people in the Discord, I'm going to answer some of their questions. Good for Memphis, though. They won. Andy Morrison threw 3 touchdowns. Oh, that's cool. I'm surprised the promo videos work so well, though. Your meme Mercedes is a beast. I picked him to win Defensive Rookie of the Year because I couldn't think of anyone else, but he's been, like, really good. Jameis and Tua had pretty similar stat. Who won this game? I didn't even look. The Sentinel. Why is everybody scoring so many points in the fourth quarter? I don't get it. It's like every high-scoring game, both teams just explode in the fourth quarter. It's so weird. I mean, that's fine, but that's just kind of odd. The video is doing way too well. It's like legitimately doing better than like, at least for like the first like 30 minutes, it's putting out comparable numbers to like Eagles episodes, which is like wild. Goofy Goober with 3 sacks says Chip had an MVP. He is not. Chip, I think, finished 2nd or 3rd as a rookie, and then he was not in the running the past 2 years because he wasn't good enough. The Steelers beat the Bengals twice. Huh. Okay. Lamar was better than Kyler, though. Alright, after this week, I'm going to make like a quick announcement in the Discord, so we'll take like a 2-minute pause. Well, I guess I might as well make that announcement like while the Week 4 game is loading. That's probably a good idea. The Titans beat the Snowhawks. Javi Barreto was not all that good, though, but they still won. McCaffrey exploded. You're making the rejects, but for Madden 22, that's cool. The stream is definitely doing some numbers. And once I make an announcement in the Discord, all of the new people are like definitely going to see it. So that's cool. But this was the whole point of the promo video, for people to see it. So clearly, so far, through 25 minutes, the plan has worked, which is good. Is that everybody? Yeah, that's everyone. Okay. All right, 3 weeks down, 1 to go for today. All right, let's see players of the week, and then we'll pick our user. Siri, give me a whole number between 1 and 2. 1. Siri picked 1 every game this week? The Bulldogs are a home team, by the way. You did not see the Cowboy game? I'm pretty sure they lost. Yeah, we went through that game. I forgot who they lost to, but I know Aaron Trout threw like 3 interceptions. Episode 1 for your Falcon vid has 86 views. Nice, nice. Robbie Ray is such a beast. The Diamondback series legend. The OGs remember Robbie Ray throwing a complete game in Game 7 of World Series for that series. If you go 0-4, you're going to cry. Oh, is it raining? You know, if this was Madden 22, the rain would actually matter. But it doesn't. But Madden 22 making weather matter is like, that might be my new favorite. That might be my favorite feature that's like new. And that says a lot, because Madden did add a lot. The Madden 22 Super Bowl presentation is really good. Okay, well, I think it's really good because it's different. And we just needed something different. But it looks a lot more modern. Like, the Super Bowl podium is more modern, which is good.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. Watson's pass complete to number 81. An 8-yard pickup. First down, London. Watson's pass intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
I'm pretty sure this is a rematch from last year in the playoffs, if you guys remember. The Bulldogs beat Toronto in that game. And then the Bulldogs, of course, made the NFC Championship, which nobody expected.
Watson's pass
My career's been downhill ever since that first playoff loss versus the Chargers. Yeah, kind of. I mean, but I will say your numbers this year are not that bad at all. IT has played a lot better this year than he has last year. So I think the Lions will. I don't think the Lions are going to completely suck. I think they are going to win games because IT has been playing pretty well. And all three of the Lions games have been super close. I don't think they've lost by more than like 7 or 8 points at all.
Watson's pass complete to number 81. A gain of 7, but it's 4th down. Bradley Pinion in
What do I think about Trevor Lawrence? He has nice hair. Oh, what's good, Walty? Welcome in, my guy. He says, Jesus, Walty is such a dangerous man. He's a menace.
they'll take over 1st and 10.
He's a menace only because he likes potatoes.
Yard line.
If IT loses today, he would have not gotten a win in almost, do you mean like a full season? I had a stroke reading that.
Aaron Jones, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line. That's good for A. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First down, Norris Doris taking a shot for the heavens. It is caught for a touchdown. Holy smokes. Who is that Gallup? Michael Gallup is so good in watch games. And Norris Doris has a cannon for an arm, by the way.
The kicker on for the point after.
Trevor has nice hair, Octi 2021. Well, if I said Trevor had ugly hair, that would imply that I have ugly hair. So,
Makes the score Thunderbirds 7. Bulldogs
you don't know. I think I don't think IT's won a single game with the Lions. I think he's like probably 0-10 at this point. Because he was there for what, like 6 games last year? Eddie for MVP, change your mind. Well, Eddie could win it, but the problem is there are so many quarterbacks who are doing so well. Like Garoppolo's been a beast, Painter, Wentz, Katie Katz. I want Riley Painter to keep doing this well because A, I picked him to win MVP, and B, I just think it's funny that he's like good now. But since Eddie obviously is my boy, I also want to see him do well. But I like that there have been so many good quarterbacks so far this year.
Number 21, Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. Darnell Savage on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott
You don't know why? I feel like it's just bad luck. Like, I don't think there's any other way to explain it other than the fact that you have to be cursed. That's the only reasonable explanation for that. 3rd and 3, Zeke gets stopped.
Ezekiel Elliott on the carry. He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down. Bradley Pinion in punt formation.
Yeah, I don't think Riley Painter has 14 touchdowns, but he's close. And he is 3-0 and has not thrown a pick yet. So, yeah. Geez, we were getting so many new people. I figured we'd get a few new people off the promo, but I didn't think it worked this well. Eddie better. I mean, you're not wrong.
Aaron Jones on the carry. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
Imagine if Minshew started again. The Titans would be 0-3. Okay, I don't know about 0-3, but they wouldn't be as good. Because Javi Barrett is a beast. Jax, your opinion is not I mean, he's literally speaking factual information. But the fact of the matter is Eddie Small is just better. But Riley Painter has been, like, absurdly good this year. So he's not wrong. Toronto has to punt it, so London gets it back. I thought after those first couple of drives, this game might have a chance to be a blowout, but I guess not. And the Bulldogs got better from last year. What is London's record? I totally forget. What are they, like 2-1, I think? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're 2-1. Okay, they've won their past 2. That's what I thought. And obviously Toronto is 1-2. They kind of need a win here because they've lost 2 in a row. There's a nice throw by Deshaun Watson. I wonder if the Bulldogs would have won the NFC Championship last year had Watson not gotten injured. Because that play, like, totally turned the tides of that game. And once they had the backup in, I think we all kind of knew, like, the Caps are winning this game. Can the Jets go from almost worst to first? And the thing with the Jets is they're in a weak division. I mean, the Bills have been impressive this year. I would still pick the Bills to win that division as of now. New England is atrocious. And the Dolphins, they had the lowest rated starting quarterback in the league, I think. Even though their roster is head-to-toe perfect, they don't really have a quarterback. Because, you know, that Riley Painter guy wasn't very good for them. Dolphins, exactly. The Dolphins are like the equivalent of the Broncos, pretty much. Their roster is loaded. Although I think the Dolphins roster here might be a little bit better than Denver's in real life, but the point remains. Loaded roster, bad quarterback. That's a really good comparison. Cowboys OFL champs 2021. I mean, they might be the Tank Bowl champs at this pace. Ezekiel Elliott was so good during the playoffs last year. So far today, Toronto's run defense has been quite good against him. It feels weird watching a Thunderbirds game and not seeing Nick in the chat having a heart attack every like 3 minutes. I don't know, that just feels weird. That's just like a Thunderbird game tradition. This doesn't feel right. I've seen 3 comments on the promo video that said, I don't have a console, I can't join. That's like the funniest thing, because like a minute into the video, I specifically said, you don't need a console! So, I mean, that's kind of funny. In the 4th, the Bulldogs will come back and blow the Birds out. I'd be surprised by that, but I guess it's possible. That's going to be a roughing the passer on London. So Toronto will get an additional 15 yards now on the opposing 40. Norris Doris with a strike, and they are in the red zone. Norris Doris has had a few really good throws today. If Doris can get consistent, then this team can be a contender. But the problem is, Michael Gallup has all 4 of his catches. Huh. So it's been the Michael Gallup show today, pretty much. You love how people don't... Well, what I think happens is they don't watch the video, and they just realize, oh man, this looks like a cool league, but I can't join. When all you have to do is watch a minute of the video, which is only 3 minutes long, by the way. It's not like I wrote a full essay. It's a 3-minute video. It's... I don't know. I just find it funny. People just look through a 3 league because most leagues you have to pay for. Yeah, you have to either pay for them or it's like an online league where you play games and like it usually doesn't last that long. Good touchdown for Aaron Jones. The Thunderbirds strengthen their lead. You should have... Well, I put... Oh, I said join my Madden 2 franchise league. That's right. But I did specifically say like a minute into the video that it's a sim league. I said join my Madden 22 franchise league because that just looks like better. I figured more people would click that. I wanted to put like a simple title and like a simple thumbnail that people would say, ooh, league, cool. Like, I guess you wouldn't really expect it to be a sim league. So in a way, I kind of baited them into thinking that it's like an online league. But I did say right as the video started that it's a sim league. So, there's that. But I guess to make the title, like, stand out a little bit more and make it more, like, clearer. That's why I did that. Is that Eric Ebron? I would have thought he would have dropped that. Eric Ebron's had a weird OFL 21 career. He was on the Bulldogs, then he left, and now he's back, which is odd. Octi with the bad promo. Well, how come I've had 10 people join the server in the last, like, 15 minutes? I would say it's pretty good. Other than people thinking that it's an online league, because people don't know how to listen. It has definitely stood out. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the thumbnail, too. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with the thumbnail, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And in the thumbnail, I had the PlayStation logo crossed out, the Xbox logo crossed out, and the Discord logo with a giant green check on it. So, I don't know, maybe people could add 2 and 2 together? Although, still, I did say join my Madden franchise league. So if I click that with no other context, I would think that would be an online league. So I see why people would think that. Gee, Zeke has done nothing in this game. They only joined because you're Trevor Lawrence. That's true. That's true. I was excited to see someone reach for Trevor Lawrence in the OFL 22 fantasy draft, but the problem is he goes, like, in the top 10 in Madden fantasy drafts. So, like, you kind of have to reach for him. I feel like I need to have Trevor Lawrence for the memes, but, like, what are the chances I'm going to pick in, like, the top 7 or 8? Like, not very high. 2-minute warning. The Bulldogs are down by 11, but they are marching. Eric Ebron caught a pass. Another pass. That's rare for him. Good job, Eric. I'm impressed. Imagine someone takes a bunch of 30-plus-year-old players like Tom Brady, 4th overall. Well, we haven't done the fantasy draft yet, so no one has Trevor Lawrence at the moment. That was a 69-play drive. Nice. Oh, by the way, speaking of OFL 22, I was thinking about this as a potential idea. This is only an idea, but for those who don't know, we simulated 1 year in this save. So right after the fantasy draft, we simmed the first year, and then we did the offseason. We made sure everybody was relocated. So the first season of OFL 21 was technically the second year of the franchise. I hope that makes sense. So what I was considering is instead of simulating 1 season, we simulate 3 seasons after the fantasy draft, because more like the exciting free agency classes are going to come quicker. I thought it'd be a little bit more interesting. And again, that's just an idea. That's not like official or anything, but it's just something I've considered. So that it is something that we might do if people like that idea. If people only want to sim 1 year, we'll only sim 1 year. But I think that could get us to like the exciting part of the OFL like quicker. But 3 years is also a lot. So I see why people probably would hesitate to do that. You think you'll take Herbert in round 2? I don't know. I don't think Herbert's going to fall to round 2. Are we going to? Yeah, I'm going to wait until the scouting update comes. I think OFL 21 is going to be done after that comes out anyway, so that's not really like a big deal. But I have no clue how I'm going to do scouting next year. I'm going to have to figure that out. Because this year, I mean, although scouting's boring, at least it's easy. So I have no idea how I'm going to do it. But I guess I'll have to see like what are all the things you can do in the scouting feature. So I'll probably figure out something. So for 21, what people would do is I would make a video of the draft class, and then I would say, like, you can scout 50 people's first traits, like 20 people's first and second traits, and then like 10 people's their full traits. So people would like list the players they would want, and then I would screenshot the scouting results, which like isn't like super fun, but it was a pretty easy way to do it. It was just time consuming. So for 22, we're going to have to do it differently, which I guess is fine. It's not really that big of a deal. If it's less time-consuming for me, then good. Because scouting can take a while. London only has 1 timeout. They have to move quick. They should probably call it here, or just let the clock run out, because EA Sports, what do you know? I said it towards the end of a promo video. Some of the fun things about the league is EA Sports being dumb. For those who are new, this is a perfect example of the Bulldogs having a timeout and running the clock out. There's a lot of that in this league, so buckle up. The Texans and Titans are both over 500. Aberg got the Jets. Oh, we have a new coach for this year. Cool. So I guess the only CPU teams are the Bulldogs and the Bucks right now. We might have like a full league. Hey, Bears, Bears! We don't need to see highlights, EA. That was a beautiful throw. I don't mind seeing that again. But, okay. Thank you, EA. Thank you for cooperating. Bears, Bears! The greatest game. Do how we did it with simming 1 year. I mean, if that's what people want, that's what I'll do. But I might have like a vote to see if people would rather do 1 year or do 3 years. The thing that I don't like about simming 3 years is that's like 3 off seasons in a row. That's kind of a lot. I don't know if we want to do that. But it does get us to like the exciting free agency classes quicker. Because like this year's free agency class was loaded. I'd rather not be in like July of next year when we have a really good free agency class. I'd rather be in like December. Social Blade says in 5 years I'll have 187,000 subs. Well, Social Blade's like projections are like super inconsistent. So, like a year ago it said I'd have like 110,000. Then it said I'd have like only like 12,000. So at first, like when I first got into like Social Blade, when I knew that what that was, like I seriously thought like, oh, I'm gonna have 100,000 subs in 5 years. But then with that like projection like changing all the time, I just didn't really worry about it. So yeah. Third and 7. They do not get it. They're probably gonna go for the field goal. 59-yarder for Mark Lee. I think his name is Mark Lee. He's a good kicker, but this is an awfully long kick, and he is not even close. That was pretty bad. So it remains 14-10. Only Enzo can make that. I guess you're right. Although in watch games, he's missed more kicks than like anyone. Although all of his kicks are from like 60 plus, to be fair. But good run for Zeke up the gut. You have the Jets now. Yes, you do. The Jets are really good, which is kind of a surprise because they were pretty bad last year, but they're 3-0, and their quarterback, Carson Wentz, has been really, really good. Gonna make your own meme sim league with Trace McSorley and Mitch having high ratings? For OFL 22, I should just make Trace McSorley like a full 99. That would be fun. I don't think people would like that, but that'd be fun. Zeke loses 3. His rough day continues. What's good, Nick? Welcome in. Your former team is currently winning. You took a nap when we start. Well, you've missed a lot. You've missed quite a lot. So we're in week 4. The Thunderbirds are 1-2. The Cardinals are also 1-2. I don't think we should tell you your players' stats because they're not good. They're not good. But I guess the notable things have been that IT still cannot win a game. Carson Wentz and the Jets are 3-0. Riley Painter is now magically really good. Jimmy Garoppolo and the Bills are really good. The Patriots still suck. Yeah, a lot has happened the first 3 weeks. It's been a weird start to the year. Katie Katz is like unbelievably good now. Why are the bad teams from last year? Yeah, the Titans are good too. The Titans are 2-1. But in the loss, they were up by like 19 going into the fourth quarter, and they choked. Which was kind of funny. What is up, Zach? Welcome in. Did Smirnoff forget I exist? I think he has. He clearly has. That's why the Cardinals are 1-2. Although Smirnoff has been good. He hasn't been MVP good, but he's been good. What has Toronto done? Toronto won their first game, and they lost their next 2, so they are 1-2. I don't think Reggie Peters has a sack yet. He's been quiet. I know Wally's been kind of bad. He allowed, I think, 3 sacks one game. But once we like go through the standings at the end of the stream, that'll give us a better opportunity to like recap what happened.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
How has Doris done? Doris has been pretty good. Even though the team is under 500, Doris has been good. Aaron Jones has been really good as well. So it's not the offense's fault why Toronto's not doing that well.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
The Chargers are 3-0. That's another surprise. The Chargers are really good for whatever reason. Doris with a dot for CeeDee Lamb, who's done like nothing today until that play. That'll end the third quarter. London brings it within 1, but the Thunderbirds, I mean, are in the red zone. If London scores a touchdown, though, it's technically a one-possession game still, because they'll only be up by 8. Ooh, Doris is in the zone! Uh-oh. That's kind of the big deal. I forgot this team had Von Miller now. That's right. They stole Von Miller and Devontae Adams from the Cardinals. I guess Von Miller and Devontae Adams said if you can't beat him, join him! No wonder Arizona's 1-2. I haven't been used. Yeah, hopefully Noob knows to change his depth chart, because he did not. Although Roman Higgins third is the third receiver on the depth chart, so I don't know why he's literally done nothing. How would you rate our offseason out of 10? I would probably say a 9. Because you had a home run signing with McCaffrey and you nailed the first pick. So I'll give it a solid 9. Toronto gets stopped in the red zone, so the Bulldogs can take the lead with a touchdown. Did you do it? I don't think you did anything in week 3, and I have no idea about week 2. So you should probably tell your coach to put you in the slot so you can get big numbers. And try to make up for like the first couple of games where Smirnov just refused to throw you the ball for whatever odd reason. Instead of throwing it to this really good first-round rookie, let's throw it to N'Keal Harry. That's a totally good idea. Although I guess N'Keal Harry is kind of good in this game, but still. Maybe RH3 can't get open. Maybe that's the case. But maybe it's that he doesn't play. Or, I mean, he could just suck for whatever reason, but that'd be kind of weird. Because ratings-wise, he's pretty good. I don't know if I've ever seen, like, a good receiver just, like, completely do nothing. Unless they don't play. Why is Eric Ebron having a good game? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. He's going to throw it to Ebron. Oh, no, he's going to run with it. Watson with a spin move to the 40. The Bulldogs are moving it, but a field goal does nothing. That will put them down by 1. Maybe RH3 is not showing up to the games and is being lazy. I guess that's a possibility. That'd be a weird possibility, but I guess mathematically that's a possibility. Ooh, Zeke is hurt. Oh, that's significant. He was really starting to play well. Oh God, on the promo video, I got a comment from Rieger. I don't know if you guys remember him. He was in the league a few years ago. And he said a certain word in FG server that is offensive and you shouldn't say. I totally forgot he existed. I'm going to screenshot that and put it in memes. He said should be interesting. That's like the weirdest comment you can make. I don't know. That just feels weird. There's also another person asking about consoles. I mentioned a minute into the video that you don't need one, but... Okay, that's like the fourth person. How much time is left? 3:10, that's not a lot. So Jax can only beat you when I'm a player and when my coach doesn't play me. Yeah, pretty much.
Watson's pass complete to Eric Ebron. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
First and goal, he is in. The Bulldogs take the lead. So without Ezekiel Elliott, they have no issue scoring. Toronto's 2:32 to tie it or take the lead. Cole Boss was the one who had the rushing touchdown, apparently. What a boss.
Makes the score Bulldogs 20, Thunderbirds 17. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So how do I make a custom coach for... Do you mean for, like, my other series is? How to make a custom player? Is that what you mean? I'm confusion. Or do you mean a coach for the Madden 22 OFL? Is that what you mean? Norris Doris needs to force feed it to Michael Gallup because he's like the only receiver that's done anything. Evan Engram, who's usually a beast in watch games, has done literally like nothing today, which is odd. Jones gets about 10. I don't think he got the first down, though. Oh, he did. No, like, make a league like... Okay, so what you have to do is create a Madden franchise like normal, create a coach, and then you press, like, the right stick, and it should, like, give you an option to... It usually lists the coach, and then it says, like, above him, create another coach, and then just keep doing that for as many coaches as you need. I'm pretty sure FG might have posted a video a few years back on, like, how to do it. I could be wrong, but I feel like he did. Oh, Nick Noob said put RH3 in the slot? Where'd he say that? Oh, he said that just now. Okay. Normally, No, wait, no, I do make depth chart changes in stream. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'll make that change. What if Roman Higgins was the slot receiver this whole time? That'd be funny. I don't think he is, because he would be putting up numbers, but the Thunderbirds have not used a timeout yet. This is good clock management. So far it's good clock management. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Just voice recorded a vid getting your shot tomorrow? Oh, dear, that's not fun. Well, good for you for getting it, but... But the needle itself is not fun. What were the other score? I know last week they lost like 14-16, I think. Here, let me see the other ones. Where are they? You might have a fear of needles. I'm the exact same way. Like a day or two before I get a shot is like the most paranoid 2 days of my life. I hate it. So I know how you feel, and I do not envy you right now. Yeah, the first time, the first vaccine for me didn't hurt at all. The second one did, although I didn't get any of the side effects afterwards. But the shot itself hurt. But it's like the day or two before that, like, just suck.
It's fourth down. The field goal is good. That ties the game at 20 all.
Loser is afraid of needles. Well, Apple and I are both losers. Okay, so Toronto, both of Toronto's losses were 16-14. Week 2 against Memphis, Week 3 against Carolina, and their win against the Eagles was 28-14. So the losing team in all of Toronto's games, except for this one, has 14 points. It's in there for like 5. I remember I got one shot like 5 years ago, and the needle was literally in my arm for a good 5 seconds. That was a traumatic experience, but I prefer not to remember. She shots for school, one on your left arm, one on your right the same day, and the doctor said you were the toughest patient they had that day. Imagine I was the only patient she had that day, damn. Or imagine if she said that to all of her patients. London could win this game in regulation with the game-winning field goal.
Complete to number 81. A gain of 22 yards. First down, London.
I remember last year, like, the night before I got one, I was, like, super nervous, and I, like, Googled, like, how to, like, deal with, like, a phobia of needles. I don't think I found anything good to help me on the internet, but I know there was, like, stuff that could help. The defense is disappointing me even when I'm not the coach. The doctor that gave you the shot was fine as hell. I mean, whenever I get one, I close my eyes, but, I mean, in a circumstance like that... Oh, it's intercepted! Is he going to take that to the house? No, but that'll put them inside the 25. Noah Igbenogany might have just won Toronto the game. London was about to win it, too. This is not the type of stuff that would happen if Nick was still the coach. Just figured I'd point that out. If Nick was still the coach, Igbo was going to drop that ball. That's literally the difference between a win and a loss. Which in the NFC North, you need all the wins you can get, because that division can be chaotic. You never know if the Lions figure it out. You never know if Memphis figures it out. And Katie Katz has been really good this year. So now London's going to need a Hail Mary. I wonder if that's ever happened to the Thunderbirds before. Has it? Not that I recall. Oh, wait, do you guys remember that time in the playoffs against the Cardinals when Alexei Smirnov, heaved up a Hail Mary and they won the game? Yeah, good times. All right, this is it. Watson off his back foot. Oh, I thought Devontae Adams caught that. I thought my heart dropped for a split second. I thought he caught that. And it looked like he was going to, like, run for the end zone. But it was intercepted. But for a second, I thought they caught that. So Toronto somehow wins the game. I don't know how they won that. If Nick was the coach, this was a game they would find a way to lose. Igbo would have never caught that interception. I guess that's probably the play of the year so far. That has to be, right? So Norris Doris was quite good. Deshaun Watson was good too. I mean, that second interception was a Hail Mary, so you can't really blame him. The first interception, though, was the difference between winning the game and losing it. Zeke is injured. Aaron Jones is good at football. Evan Engram had 6 catches? Feels like he had 2. Michael Gallup was quite good. It's because they have Waluigi as their coach. That might be the best coach name we have, Waluigi. Who wants to see another Eddie MVP game? I do. Who did the Colts even play this week? Can we extend it? So what I was thinking is, since I kind of liked the stream today, how we did it with 4 weeks. So I think the trade deadline will be after week 8 going into week 9. Normally the trade deadline is week 8, but since that's technically next stream, that's not really fair. You get 1 stream to see how your team does and make trades. So we'll go through next stream, probably either this weekend or early next week, and then we'll have the trade deadline before week 9. How much? I don't even know who you play, so I have no idea if you're going to lose or not. You guys are playing the Caps? Oh, that's a good game. Riley Painter versus Katie Katz? That's fun. What is good, Anotita? I hope I said that name right. If not, correct me. Make... Oh. I knew I had to do something. Hold on. I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work. I knew I was forgetting something. Hold on. Can I go into a previous save? I don't think so. Because I don't think I've saved it today. Well, in my defense, Noob did put it in halfway through week 4. Now, I'm not going to say it's not my fault, because I did know he did it. Yeah, okay, there's no going back. We'll change it now so I don't forget for the future. I knew I was forgetting something. When I simmed, I was like, I feel like there's something I have to do. Yeah, Miles Collins is in the slot. Not for long, buddy. Not for long. Indy really is a bye week, so no more MVP Eddie. Well, Eddie's not going to throw an incompletion this week. Okay, to make up for it, we'll check the Cardinals game first. Oh, Jesus Christ, what happened here? Oh, the Cardinals had a bye week! There you go! So it all works out! That's ironic. Okay, back to us. I don't even know if I want to look at this. Our defense has been so good this year, and we let Marvin Jones do that. I was feeling good about our team after week 2. Now, not so much. I mean, Chip has been good this year. Hey, Tyrone Gordon finally showed up. That's cool. Oh, you guys play Houston. I think you're going to win, so I'm not going to bet anything that you're going to lose. The Busk had 4 tackles for loss, 2 sacks for Bradley Chubb. So we really didn't play horribly. How did we lose by 27? The box scores tells me that we didn't play that bad. New England finally gets a win. Both them and the Dolphins are 1-3. Hey, Kenneth Hawthorne did not throw an interception. That's pretty rare for him. And it seems like Brandon Lampman is not the guy in Miami. They got unlucky because the 2 top quarterbacks did not fall. They could really use a guy like Javi Beretta right about now. The Eagles beat Detroit. IT is 0-4. And again, he didn't play poorly. IT's been pretty good all 4 games this year. But the Lions are 0-4. Who is the Dolphins quarterback? His name is Brandon Lampman. Austin Buckley threw 3 touchdowns. Yeah. IT is cursed. He has to be cursed. I know IT won Meme of the Year last year, but if the Lions keep sucking, he might have a legit shot to win Meme of the Year again. Okay, let's take a look at the Niners defense here. They've allowed 45, 31, 28, and 37 points. Yeah, their defense clearly is not very good. When you're allowing Keith Priolio, who's been awful this year, to do that, ouch. IT has lost 14 games in a row. Good Lord. Good Lord. He's going to do the full 0-16, even though it'll be combined into 2 seasons. He's going to do it. The Jaguars have beat the Cougars. What has happened to the Cougars? They are 1-3. And clearly that comeback the Jags made is like totally propelled their season. Both Joe Burrow and DR3 were pretty good. Wait, did the Jags win? Okay, yeah. The Cougars had 21 points in the 4th quarter. It's like these offenses only try. So this is why IT isn't a coach. And the Lions are good. They're a good team. And IT's played well. This does not make any sense to me. The Jets the Ravens are 3-1. The Ravens are good. I never thought I'd see the day. Andy Morrison is not a one-hit wonder. He is legitimately pretty good. He got sacked 5 times, though. Carson Wentz throws his first 2 interceptions of the year. The Ravens are in the lead of their division because the Steelers and Bengals are not good. The Cougars are now bad. The Ravens are going to win the division. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say that in week 4, but, like, the Ravens are the only good team in that division right now. The Caps are 4-0. They beat the Packers 28-31. I imagine both quarterbacks played quite well. Oh. Riley Painter and Katie Katz, I think, had a combined 0 interceptions going into this game, and they throw 4. 3 of which are by Katz. So I guess this is both of their worst games of the year, which more so says how good they've been. So the Packers have allowed 20... Okay, I guess that's not that bad. They've scored at least 28 points in all 4 of their games. That is really impressive. The Packers look like the only, like, legitimately good team in the NFC North right now. And they stood tough with a really good Caps team. Panthers win 2 in a row, and the Bills, I think, have lost 2 in a row. How many teams are undefeated? I know the Caps are. There are not many undefeated teams. Garoppolo was bad. So all of the players who we were anointing MVPs through week 3 all sucked this week. Garoppolo was bad. Wentz was worse. Painter didn't suck, but he wasn't as good. Katz was not as good. So even though Eddie Small had a bye week, I guess that helps his MVP case. And I guess same for Smirnoff. Saints have lost 3 in a row. They have scored 28 points 3 times. Why did RSV let go of Painter again? Because he didn't have any money. The Dolphins are literally broke. I think if they had money, they would have brought him back, but RSV prioritized other players, which I guess looking at it now, he probably shouldn't have. But they literally did not have money. They didn't have any money to where they couldn't sign a quarterback in the preseason. Or I guess an upgrade to Brandon Lampman. I'm pretty sure Stevenson is starting at defensive tackle. I might have not made that position change, but I know he is starting there. I can still make that, like, position swap, but I know the depth chart that you put out is correct. And AJ Epinesa is starting as well. Tua Tagovailoa throws 3 touchdowns. Mahomes was kind of quiet. Two and a half sacks for Roosevelt Cross. I didn't even know he was on this team. I know the Bucks had him. Huh. I did not know he was on the Sentinels. The more you know, I guess. The Snow... Oh, we just saw their score. The Steamers beat Dallas, so Memphis is 3-1? Okay. The Cowboys are 0-4. The Fins are 1-3. Lil Duval played well. Trout was... Aaron Trout has not been very good. He's thrown a lot of interceptions. You know, they probably should have stuck with Woodard. Just saying. Why can't we use the nickname Tua Turndabalova anymore? I don't get it. Turnover Baloa? Is that what you're trying to say? I mean, Tua did suck at the beginning of OFL 21. Now he's a beast. Steelers at a bye week. Titans are 3-1. Yeah, I will make those position changes for your Pokemon. Those guys will be at their right positions, but I know Stevenson is the starting defensive tackle. So he has been playing, but I'll still make that change for you. Javi Beretta, 2 touchdowns. He's legit. If they scored 28 points 3 separate times and the sun is 94 million miles away, this must mean the Falcons blew a 28-3 lead. Nice amount of rushing yards for McCaffrey. Hey, 28! 3. The Titans have 3 wins. How many points did they score today? I hope it was 28. I don't remember. Oh, 38. Fudge. Bengals had a bye week. The Bills lost. Bucks won. Bulldogs lost. I don't know if we've seen the Chargers yet. They lost to the Chiefs. So the Chargers' 3-0 start comes to an end. Scooter Young has been so good in the sim. He was not good in that first watch game, but in the 3 sim games, he's been a machine. I'm excited to look at the QB stats, because there are a lot of guys playing really well so far. A lot of guys making legit MVP cases so far. Colts, I know, had a bye week. And that's everyone. All right, cool. So we are now 4 weeks into the season. Our first stream in which we did 4 whole weeks, and I think it was a pretty good one. I'm pretty happy with how the stream turned out. The Caps are the only undefeated team left, and the only winless teams are the Lions and the Cowboys. Going division by division. Oh, I thought the Ravens had 3 wins. Oh. I could have sworn they won last week. I thought they lost their first game and they won 3 in a row. I guess not. So the Steelers are in first place, not the Ravens. How much depression is in the squad? Do you want to see the depression? Hold on. Hold on. Let's see depression for the Niners. So the points San Francisco's allowed is 45, 31, 28, and 37. You guys are 2-2, but that defense is eek. I'll show all the quarterback stats, so you'll be able to see Javi's stats. Which division? I think we were in the AFC South. Ooh, the AFC South is good. Now that the Titans and Texans might be pretty good this year, this division is going to be a lot of fun. The Jets have been one of the biggest surprises. They lead the AFC East. In the West, the Chargers are 3-1. Everybody else is 2-2. So even though the Raiders and Chargers got worse, is this division going to be weird where like everybody is tied again through like the middle of the year? In the NFC North, it looks like we have a 3-way race with Memphis, Green Bay, and Toronto. The Lions appear to suck. In the South, the Sentinels are in first place. In the NFC East, the Caps are the only undefeated team left in the league. And the Cowboys are 0-4. The other teams are 2-2. 49ers are like a crappy version of the Nets. The Nets? How are... Oh, because they allow a lot of points and they score a lot of points? All right, player. Why did I click schedule? We're not doing schedule yet. We're doing players of the week and stats. Keith Priolio, Chris, I think his name is Chris, Daniel Romer III, and Trey Storm. No, my coach locked me up. All right, let's... Phil's passer rating is over 100. I didn't think it'd be that high. So the best passer rating in the league so far belongs to, among starters, Eddie Small, followed by... Eddie Small has more yards than Riley Painter, and Small's only played 3 games. But Riley has been more efficient when it comes to touchdowns and picks. Eddie Small might be the MVP, and he's played 3 games. Yeah, I think Eddie's probably the MVP so far. But Riley Painter's in the discussion. Andy Morrison's been really good. Smirnov has been great. Skuta has been great. Baker's been really good. Garoppolo's cooking. Katie Katz has been really good. Chip hasn't even been all that bad. Mahomes is doing really well. Duvall has been pretty impressive. This is like a 15-way MVP race. Carson Wentz is doing well. Tua's pretty good again. Javi Beretta's having a great rookie year. Yeah, there are a lot of legit MVP candidates. And then you got good old Kenneth Hawthorne here at the bottom. Is he last? Yeah, he's last. He should be last. Yeah, that's where he belongs. We'll briefly go through the leaders for the other stats, I guess. Hunter Renfrow leads in catches again. Why am I not surprised? Does Juju lead in yards? I feel like he might. Nope, he's like 6th. Oh. Dallas Goedert is 3rd, huh? Hey, it's T. Higgins! The $100 million man is actually kind of good! Did Naruto big brain us by paying T. Higgins all that money? Who's allowed the most sacks? Blake Long, a center, huh? Ugh. The clear MVP to you right now is Painter. It's kind of ironic because Painter's on your team. He is living up to his 1-year contract for like 17 mil. Wow, that's quite the deal. But, I mean, you're not wrong. He is living up to it. Denzel Ward has allowed 2 fumbles. Who's the other one with 2? Darius Leonard. Oh, yeah, he had won him a watch game. You need to see, do you have a catch? I see Eddie. Yeah, he's out here slandering Eddie. Eddie Small is the MVP. And he's played less games than everybody. All right, let's see RH3 stats. Then we'll look at injuries. We'll look at the schedule for the next 4 weeks. And then I think that will conclude the stream. He's played 95 downs. That's not a good sign. Nope. No catches. Has he even, like, played? He's played 8 downs. He's played 8 downs. He played 3 downs against Columbus, 4 against Carolina, and 1 against the Niners. Jeez, that's brutal. Well, now that he's in the slot, he's actually going to get to play. Why is Wally allowed 5 sacks? Wally's not been good this year. I don't know why. I don't know what's up with him. Richard Madden is hurt, and that's cool. Dolphins have a couple injuries. Is there anything, like, major? So far, nothing. Which I guess is good. DeAndre Swift, no! I think Swift is their full-time starter. I think Fournette's on Carolina now. So that's not great. Ooh, Georgie Hardesty is out 6 weeks. That's a big deal. Jeffrey Simmons is out 7. The former Diablo. Ronnie Harrison tore his pec. He's done for the year. Ben Dobbins was already injured. But Ronnie Harrison, oof. Bills have quite a few. Hey, Roman Higgins is not hurt. I wonder why, because he's played 8 downs. Colts have a few. A couple of their starting offensive linemen are hurt. All right, so there's a few big ones. Georgie Hardesty, Jeffrey Simmons, Ronnie Harrison out for the year. All right, let's see some games that pop out the next 4 weeks. Niners-Texans is not that bad. That would be a very high-scoring game. Seahawks-Panthers is pretty good. How much of a Cap's going to win by here? Like 50? Jets-Chiefs isn't that bad now. Bills-Saints, Rams-Cardinals, Eagles-Steamers. Ravens, I kind of want to watch this. Ravens-Packers, that's a good game. Colts-Jags, Diablos-Chargers. Titans-Texans isn't that bad now. Cardinals-Snowhawks is pretty good. Niners-Colts. Chiefs-Caps. Maybe the Ravens-Cougars. Lions-Packers, maybe. Texans-Jags. Chargers-Diablos. Caps-Lions. Well, I mean, the Caps are undefeated and the Lions are winless, so maybe not. Packers-Cougars. Thunderbirds-Steamers. Bulldogs-Snowhawks. Sentinels-Niners. Raiders-Chiefs. Caps-Steamers. Sentinels-Saints. Jags-Snowhawks. Eagles-Chargers. Hey, it can be the disappointment bowl between the Cougars and the Lions. Texans-Colts. Cardinals-Titans is a good game. Let me see team... Well, there's a roster injury in there. Or a roster injury. I can't read. There's a roster video that was uploaded like a week ago if you want to see that. But I think that just about covers it. Bad injuries indeed. I think we've gone through everything, right? Stats, standings, schedule, injuries. I think we're good. Ooh, waiver wire. I'm going to do the waiver wire right after the stream. So it's going to be open, like, super soon. Nobody picked up Curtis Samuel. So I'm going to do the waiver wire vid now. And that'll be up, like, kind of soon. However, I think I'm going to open the waiver wire, like... I want to do it at a time that everybody will be online. Like, maybe tomorrow at, like, 3. Maybe? Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. The waiver wire is going to be open tomorrow at 3. But I'll make the video public beforehand, just so people can, like, write who they want. So at 3, everybody can copy and paste the same players if it's at the same time. But yeah, that'll officially end the stream. Hope everybody enjoyed. Weeks 1 through 4, the final OFL 21 season is in the books. And next stream, I guess, will be weeks 5 through 8, because I had a lot of fun going through 4 weeks. Peace out.